Good evening, ladies. Welcome to Unchained Perspectives, where we talk about grown-up topics. And tonight we have a picture that I wanted to share and get everybody's opinion on. Okay, y'all want to introduce yourself and say hello, hello, hello?
Hello, hello. My name is Lady Page. My name is Lisa Lady Page, and I'm happy to be here.
Hi, I'm Tammy Hall, realtor extraordinaire with Iron Valley Real Estate Charm City. Here to serve, here to give my opinion and dazzle you. Yes.
Child, that was a shameless plug, but I get it. Go ahead, Mary.
Hi, I'm Mary Adams. Good evening, everybody.
Well, good evening, Mary.
All right, so I'm gonna show you this real quick, and we gonna get into it. I saw this photo on the internet, and I'm not sure if anybody else has ever seen it or not. But when I
No.
first saw it, it just kind of hit me like, wow,
Mm-hmm.
how many ways can you take this picture?
Quite a few ways.
Elaborate.
Like from the first angle, it looks like because he has this rose behind his back and using the broom as his penis. Um, to me it represents him service, like giving her some type of service. He's being service of some type of service to her. When I look at the picture, she's calm, you know. Yeah, and I think he's servicing her in some way. It symbolizes that, and that's
Um,
just one way.
mm.
The other way, I would say that she's taking in all of his BS. Like he's cleaning it all up and she's about to take it in. Because on the other hand, she looks like a dustpan.
Okay. Tammy.
It looks like, first of all, she's below him down on the ground, which I don't
Mm,
like.
mm,
Um,
Mm-hmm.
that's and her position to me is more degrading. Like she's his servant, he's sweeping up his crap for her to take.
To
But
take.
he has a rose, like it reminds me of some experiences I've had in the past. I'm taking their SHIT and they're masking it like they're doing me a favor or they're blessing me when they're really dumping their crap on me. And
Mm.
I'm taking it. I'm not I'm leaving myself open. See how her legs are
Mm-hmm.
open? It's like she's opening herself up to that
Mm-hmm.
crap.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at it. She's stunned.
I had to get myself
She's
unmuted
stunned.
first. Well, I mean, I see what Tammy and Paige are saying. Like looking at his facial expression, it's like he's, I don't know if it's anger or disgust or a facade. Like, yeah, I got this rose behind my back, but I got all this shit right here. Oh, excuse me, SHIT right here in front of me that I'm trying to sweep up and dispose of. And then I'm going to come back with this rose and make it looks like it's real sweet
Mm.
when really it's not. It's almost like he's in a position of power and he's using that empowerment to get over on her.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to come around. I'm going to give you this rose to make it look like it's something that it's not.
So when I first looked at this picture, the very first thing that came to my mind was that yes, she's opening herself to receive his crap, and he's being crafty enough to cover it up by being very charming with the rose.
Mm-hmm.
And then I looked at it another way and I said, maybe he's trying to take other men's crap out of her and approach her with the rose to let her know, I'm going to accept you even after we get rid of all of this other crap that men have dumped into you.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of looked at it in two ways.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Because I'm looking at it too. I look at it like, well, I'm cleaning my stuff up. I'm getting myself together. You know how we always try to say, do this, do that, and he's like, well, I'm I'm cleaning myself up. I'm
Mm-hmm.
cleaning my crap up. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But his face, when I zoom in on his face, it doesn't look like he's really concerned about cleaning. He's just blank to me.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
There's no anger, there's no happiness. Like, I'm getting it together, baby. It's just like, yeah, I'm going through these motions for whatever reason. I don't know. Let me
So
look
the
at her
part that
face.
really kind of
And look
got
at
me
her
was
face.
also that they're outside.
Mhm.
The door is open and they're outside. So, I mean, I know there has to have a meaning to it. And Cody looked this up, and I think it's a young. I cropped her out of the picture, but if you can see part of her shirt down there in the corner, it's supposed to be like a young African lady artist, but I couldn't find much more information about her. But um, that was kind of surprising too that they're outside. Like she came out to him outside because apparently it's her door. She's in her sidewalk.
Well, they're doing it for public appearances.
It could be.
It's to me, her face is not a good face when you
Yep.
zoom in on it.
Let's see.
Like, nobody's
Because when I
acting
look
like
at her
that.
face, I see her as being calm to me. To me, she seems content.
Yeah, but look at
And
her lips and eyes. It's not relaxed to me. It looks like, oh, here it goes again. Like
Right, right,
it's like, here it go again. It's not
right.
a happy look at all. It's just, here I gotta take this shit
Mhm.
again. Oh, excuse me. And then in front of people, they're not inside because it's an outward thing. It's not something that really, to me, is making a change of something. It's something for outward appearances.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
or not. It's not private.
not
it's not
genuine.
genuine.
Yeah, it's
You
not
think the
genuine. Like,
artist
here
is
we go
saying
again.
that this wasn't a genuine act of love, this rose.
She looked
I'm
like Celia in The Color Purple. Mr. got on top of me again. That's what she looked like. Her face is just,
Mhm.
Mhm.
it's, it,
But
it
his
looks like, here
face,
we go again.
but his face looks like, you're used to this.
Yeah,
That's it. It's like you used to this. It's not new. It's not
like,
different. But
listen.
Yeah,
the
I think
trash
the
on the
thing that
ground,
changed me a little bit was the fact that her behind her, looks like a dustpan.
yes.
Yes.
Um, and she's taking his shit pretty
Hmm.
much. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of when you look at it that way, it's kind of like, and I can't question how the artist draws, but it would seem to me that the trash would be closer.
Mm.
Because if it since it's not, I guess we could interpret it either him getting it out of her or he pushing
Mm-hmm.
it into her.
Or he
Mm-hmm.
got a long way to go to clean up his crap. And the
Perfect. Yep.
flower is the thank you.
Hmm.
The flower is to appease her, to thank you. Like, good job, thanks.
Right.
Thanks
Right.
for helping
Well,
me
I
get
guess
this. Uh,
But
another
he
way it
looks
can be
like
looked
he's
at.
he's trying to surprise her, maybe, or is he withholding
no,
power?
this is just the next step. After she accepts this, I want to give her this as a gratitude, or just not even gratitude, but like as a thank you, or like, you know how it's like, oh baby, I'm sorry, here go a rose type of thing. And I don't mean he's sorry, but it's like how they give us a flower after something that they done to us, because he's
Mm-hmm.
putting his shit in her.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that he's using his penis to do it is really some kind of subliminal sexual thing in here too, of how men and women relate intimately.
Right.
um it is, and the rose is just what he gives her as supposed to be a gift for her taking his crap. And
Now,
well,
go ahead, Mary. You were going to say
Mary,
something.
I was gonna say, to, I don't know, maybe come at it from a different angle because he is pushing the trash away from her, the way the broom is angled and the way his body is angled.
Mm-hmm.
And he had rows. So thinking at it a little bit differently, like maybe he's trying to express to her, you know, that you're worth more than the trash that maybe other men have been giving you. And why do you accept their garbage and their trash? And he's trying to get it away from her. And he has the rose because maybe he's the one that's going to be that knight in shining armor for her. So maybe coming at it from that angle, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah, you
good.
can see it both ways. Yep.
Yeah, that's the second way that I looked at it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, initially I was like, wow. And then I mean, there's so many ways you could
That's
think
the first way I looked at it.
So, and then
Mm-hmm.
I thought about it being an African artist. And you know how they say that venereal disease runs rapid in Africa.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And I thought about it that way. Maybe he's sweeping up. I don't know. I just was trying to think of every possible way that you could think of this, but um the rose threw me off and the being outside threw me off a little.
Hmm.
And maybe that's what she's just used to how she's being treated. Maybe he didn't even ask her if I'm looking at it from Mary's angle. He's not sweeping towards her. Maybe he was out there trying to clean up and get himself together. And she's just like, oh, this must be my position. Let me go. It's time to clean up the stuff. You know what I mean? Because her face looks like this is what I'm supposed to do.
Or does the open door mean we open the door to men shitting on us? Excuse my language.
Mhm.
And it's almost like in that position, like she feels a sense of no self-worth.
Mm,
Right.
right, right. Because she
Right.
is
We
very
don't
low
even know
Okay,
if
like
he,
here we go again.
we don't
Yeah.
even know if he intended that for her. You know, he does have the rose and he's not really sweeping it up towards her. He's just
Mm-hmm.
out sweeping.
Or
Mm-hmm.
he could be
Mhm.
saying, you know, I'm trash. You probably need a rose.
Even if I
I
got a rose.
get a rose instead. Instead of using this, get a rose.
So all of us in this chat have been in a situation where we have either taken crap off of men and then come back for the same treatment. It's not new to us. It's not new to us. So I mean, now there seems to be this genuine war between men and women on the internet. I mean, it is nothing that right now that we can do right. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but the things that I read, we gold diggers, we baby mamas, we washed up, we ran through, we everything but a child of God. And I don't know where this gender wars came from. I don't know whether it, was birthed from the delusional thoughts of some women thinking that men need to be millionaires while I stay home and be a pretty girl. I don't know. I don't know where it came from, but it's very hard for single women to meet somebody without them being on the defensive or thinking that we're there to take something from them.
Yeah, and I agree. I agree with that 100%. I also agree that there seems to be some type of outward competition instead of a partnership with the spouse. You're competing silently, um, for in that relationship, and I think that that's the thing that's kind of drawn us apart. I really, we always continue to blame social media, but I'm perplexed. I'm very confused about what has drawn us so far apart, if I'm honest. I'm
Yeah,
totally
I would
confused
agree.
about it. Mm-hmm.
I would agree. But just like the picture, we all had a different opinion of whether she's taking crap or he's taking crap out of her. Now that most of the women that I see are done taking men's crap, now we're delusional or I don't know, it's a plethora of things that we've been named on the internet now that we refuse to just settle and
Mm-hmm.
conform to what men are asking for or what they think that we should be.
Mhm.
I
Well, I
think
think
that
that men also now think that because of the crap that they've put us through, we've learned to become independent and how to fend for ourselves, figure it out for ourselves. And so now they think, oh, she thinks she all that in a bag of chips because she don't need a man, or she got a chip on her shoulder, she's doing things by herself. Like, I don't want a quote unquote hard woman like that. I want a softer woman. Well, because
Right.
of all the
Mhm.
damage
Mhm.
and crap that you put on us, we had to learn how to be strong, independent women to get
Mhm.
by, to take care of ourselves. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, we can still be soft too, but when you're single, you got to be that person that figures how to take care of stuff. Because that's just the position that you've been put into. No, I don't like being that way. Of course, I would love to have a strong man who's going to take care of me so I can be soft and be more in my feminine energy. But right
Mhm.
now, I'm at a point in my life, I don't have a man. So I got to learn how to figure it out.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with that, Mary. And I was just getting ready to say
Absolutely.
something like that. I think that, especially with the incarceration of our men, women have been left to fend for themselves and they are tired. And then with these new generation of men coming up, they're wondering why women are hard or not trusting or not this or not that, because families have been decimated. There's no such thing right now as, you don't even expect people to have both parents or to be married. You know what I mean? Back in the day, that was the norm. And there's something about when people have families and people are able to get into certain roles. We have been left to be the man, the woman, the mother, the father, and we're
Hmm.
tired. And it's hard to let somebody else into that role because I've been running the ship for a long time. And also, you can't come at me any old kind of frivolous way either. And I think now the new generation of kids that are coming up, either they're spoiled or not, but there's no rules to the game anymore. You know what I mean? I mean, like I said, I've asked on the first date and they booking a hotel. Like, it's just no rhyme or reason. And we're not going to put up with that. But like I said, we're tired. We have been overworked in all roles. We've had no relief. And therefore, you're going to get a finished product of what men are seeing right now. We've been ruling the kingdom for a long time. And a lot of them want somebody that's submissive. But you give me nothing to be submissive to. It's not that we don't want to be. You gotta come with the, I've been the game, the coach, the trainer, the developer, the owner. I've done it all. So you just can't approach me any old kind of way anymore. You know what I mean? It's kind of like once women were turned out to the field and having to pick up all of these roles, I'm not just Betty in the kitchen anymore.
Right.
I am a total evolved woman. So I'm looking for a man who's on that level, if not greater. And I'm not saying that they're not out there, but a lot of them just aren't willing to put in the work anymore, because they want
Hmm.
you to come on bended knee like they're the greatest thing in the world. And I would love to be that way with somebody, but you got to come in the door showing that that's who you are, you know?
And going back to that picture, I need somebody to come to me that's already swept that crap up and got it out the way. I'm not here to fix nobody. I'm not here to be a mother to nobody. I'm definitely not here to be a nurse to nobody. So, they, I don't, it's almost like it's a catch-22. What do these men actually want? They want a mature woman that knows how to cook, that doesn't mind working, that doesn't mind being submissive. But there's always a caveat in there where there's something wrong with us.
Mhm.
This particular dating show that's so popular, one of her questions to her is to men and women is is there a money requirement? Do they have to make a certain amount of money? And I think a lot of men are either one, intimidated by the fact that women want a man that makes some money, especially
Mhm.
if they're making money,
Mhm.
and Two, they think that we don't have the right to ask for that. We don't have the right to be a step up. And so when you find a woman that's very successful, that's educated, that's making over six figures or whatever, and she's asking for the same in her partner, it's an issue. It's a problem. And
I
I
think that
don't even
should
understand
be.
why it's a problem. It can only be a
Yeah,
problem if you're not that person that's making six figures.
right.
I don't
I
get
think
it.
people should date within their tax bracket. I really believe that you should be the person you want to date.
Right.
Like what? Who am I? Okay, I'm beautiful. I'm a woman. I can bear the kids. I can work. I'm smart. I'm intelligent. But who am I to ask for a man who's making six figures when I don't?
Exactly. So that's what I'm
Be who
talking
you want
about
to
as
date.
far as the delusion and as far as these men talking about, well, she got five baby daddies and she asking for me to make $100,000 and come in and take care of children. Get it. I would
Mm-hmm.
be saying the same thing if I was a man.
Mm-hmm.
So but the hard part is that now these women that are not like that gotta go and prove in themselves that they not like that.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
and nobody wants to do that. You should first of all, it might be a very famous dating show, very well, but you shouldn't be talking about money.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even know if you're gonna meet nobody on your show. You shouldn't even be talking about money. That's not the first thing in my conversation with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Character. Should be character.
It should be
Mm-hmm.
your character,
This
you
is
know,
certainly
and you can't judge somebody's character because they got five kids
right.
or three kids or one kid. It don't matter.
Right. Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. But they're putting us in a box. We're far too different. We have so many things going on with us. We're so intricate. It's no way you can put a woman in a box. And they're missing out. And the younger men are getting misinformation, okay? Because my daughters are telling me that when they go out these days, that the men are standing on one side, the women are standing on the other side, and they're just they're not talking to each other, that they don't interact that way, that this is the norm. The norm for them is to meet somebody online, to meet somebody at some type of, you'll get lucky if you meet somebody at somebody's wedding, you know, um, at best, but they're not sociable. Their social skills have changed. They don't have respect for one another anymore. So it's just different. And it depends on who you're asking. That's all I'm saying. Because you can ask one group of women, how they feel about the way they're being treated today and in their relationship, and they will answer one way. And then you come to us, middle-aged women, and you'll ask us, and they'll have another point of view. We're used to the real thing. We're used to men showing up and being physically present. We're used to having them. That's what we're used to seeing as we're growing up, and that's not the like Tammy said, it's not the norm anymore. Families, the women are doing it. We're making things happen, and now we have this secret competition that we don't even want. We want to. I know for me, I want to be in my feminine energy all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and I require that. And anybody that takes me away from that can't be with me.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
the dating has changed so much. Like just coming out of a divorce 4 years ago, like my ex-husband and I, when we started dating, there were no cell phones and internet. So you had to actually have a real conversation with someone, talk to
Hmm.
them on the phone, pick up the phone. Now, since I've gotten divorced, it was like the dating world is completely different. Now it's all about sexting and just texting and meeting people online, and you're not really getting to know anybody. Now, all the men, it seems like it's all about breadcrumbing. Like, I'm going to give a whole bunch of women a little bit of breadcrumbs, and I'm going to get the girlfriend experience from a whole lot of people without having to make a commitment to any of them,
Hmm.
Right.
in my
Right.
opinion.
Right.
So men,
Never.
they want to keep their options open, But if as women that we do that and we're dating multiple men at one time, then
Hmm.
Yeah.
the scales are
Will
a
everybody
two-edged
please
sword.
check that? Is anyone having a connection issue? Or is it just me? I'm hearing static.
Yeah, I am too.
You are?
I
When
hear
Mary
when Mary
talks, I'm
talk.
not sure where Mary's connection is, or she's how close she is to her Wi-Fi or whatever, but it's when Mary talks, she's glitching.
Okay.
yeah. Let me
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely a two-edged sword.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely worse for women between 40 and 60 because they automatically assume that we've been with 100 guys. And I got 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
So they think, oh, she got 2 baby daddies. She'd have been around them. That's not necessarily the case. You really don't know me. You're assuming
Mm-hmm.
because that feeds what you're thinking about women. And
Mm-hmm.
sad to say, it's a lot of 40, 50, and 60-year-old men that are adopting the attitude of 20 and 30-year-old men about women.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Instead of
Because
teaching
they
them
don't
the
want
right
to,
thing.
because it's a cop out.
Mm-hmm.
They're tired of
Mm-hmm.
being men.
Yeah, in the olden days, they would mentor the younger guys. Now they just going in with what the younger guys are doing and
Mm-hmm.
trying to emulate the things that they're doing, and it's just it
It's sad.
really is hurting the culture. It's really
Mm-hmm.
hurting us being able, like I said, to develop families. Families create roles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, without them, everybody's just like, you know how you have a meal, you got your entree with your sides, and now it's just a bunch of people siding. It's just not anything coming together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to know what to do. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what to recommend, but I don't have, I've stopped harboring resentment because
Mm-hmm.
I've had to deal with that and my anger towards it and just continue to work on myself and to stay being a loving person and to treat myself like I want to be treated and try to
Mm-hmm.
convey that to men that I meet.
Mm-hmm.
I try
Right.
to do that. It's like you got a grade of an A+ until you don't.
Right.
Not the other way around. Like I don't try to get you to build up to it. I assume that you're gonna be a good person. I'm gonna start off being nice. You know, I'm gonna start off being open and receiving it. And it's up to you to stay there, you know, chip away that. But like I said, I intimidate a lot of men. I am attractive, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with me thinking that I'm attractive. And a lot of men are insecure about that. Oh, well, you must be dating a whole lot of men. No, no, not at all. Because either people are scared to approach, or the ones that do are in it for to use you for some
Mm-hmm.
type of game or whatever. It's, everybody seems to have a motive that's out of good character. You know what I mean? And the men in church, they playing games too. Most of them, most of the guys, like me and Paige said, the things that are out here are leftovers.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I
You got to
feel like
keep
unless
them.
I meet somebody at somebody's house who is really, they know that they're single, the people out here in these streets are leftovers. They're married, they're with somebody, they're pretending that they're not with somebody. And which is really bad because you think about it. If you already have somebody at home, why are you out here prowling for just
Mm-hmm.
incident?
I mean, I think it's because a lot of us are accepting men that way. And the word is getting around, and they think everybody is standing up for that, and we're not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
but I don't, I'm getting ready to say, I don't ask that man to come out of his house. What I'm saying is, if you got a good relationship, why are you out in the street pretending that you don't?
Mm-hmm.
And you still looking for other means of excitement. That's what I mean. Like you
Mm-hmm.
don't even have it in your mind that what you have is worth investing in and working on. No, well, I got this, but I'm gonna go out here and get some more excitement. That should be your value and excite. That you got a
Mm-hmm.
good woman whether you married or not, but you in a relationship, that should be the treasure for you, not to go out here and find other excitement and to lay trap and prey on other women. Because like me, I've gone through periods where I'm like, well, I'm not looking for nothing permanent. I just want to have some fun and attention because I've been closed off in a cave for so long. But that's led me to fall into things, to get attached to things and people that I shouldn't. So I'm no longer going to carry that attitude. But that's what I mean. If I have a good relationship at home, then I'm not out here prowling for something else.
Yeah.
That
And if
to me
it's
is
not,
wrong.
and if it's not a good relationship, then leave.
Get
Not
out of it.
necessarily leave for me, but leave for yourself.
Read for
You know,
yourself.
Mm-hmm.
and getting back to what Paige and you were saying about leftovers, the craziness is that they think we should be fine with leftovers, but they are not.
Right.
They
Right.
call us leftovers, but we should be fine that you're leftovers. But when I tell you I got 3 kids and you call me a leftover and you don't want me because I got 2 baby daddies,
Mm-hmm.
well, you got probably 3 baby mamas,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm supposed to be okay with that.
Yeah.
It's a
Mhm.
two-edged sword.
It really is. It's definitely a double standard. But I don't the most disappointing part are like the men you were talking about, our age, the older men trying to jump on the bandwagon instead of encouraging. And I mean, do they, but is it because they don't have a blueprint? They didn't see that at home. What is it that make these men feel like they can start on what the young guys doing?
They don't get rid of their trauma. They're bitter. The last 15, 20 years, I have seen so many more bitter men than I've seen bitter women. They're just
Mm-hmm.
bitter and they don't get rid of their trauma. Okay, a woman hurt you, guess what? A man hurt me. Next
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. We keep
Get rid of
moving
it.
on.
Find a way to get rid of your trauma so that you, like y'all have always said to women, are not carrying that trauma into your next relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't do that. They would rather just be bitter and talk about women like dogs and put
Mm-hmm.
all women in the same box. And that's not how it is.
Mm-mm. Not at
I would
all.
encourage, I would encourage any guy who is happy, who is settled, who knows what it's like to be in a good relationship, to mentor someone else. Bring another brother up, show him the benefits and the joy in creating family. And the reason why is not just good for the women, so that you think that they have someone to take care of them, but how it develops you and develops your character as a man, how it benefits the community, society. Is just so much of a plus
Mm-hmm.
for that. And it's just not happening now. Everybody wants to stick and move,
Mm-hmm.
That's
get
right.
what they can and roll out. And that has no benefit at all to
Mm-hmm.
our culture. It,
All
it
right, we
just
got
leaves
1 minute left, y'all. Everybody can say their last piece. We got 1 minute left.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. That was what I had to say.
Yeah, I agree. And I can't wait to have more talks like this because we really have to get to the bottom of this. you
Okay.
know, we're searching for answers.
And I'll continue to say that I'm looking for my James Evans Sr. because he
Yeah.
had it all in one package,
Mm-hmm.
television show or not.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that does it for our first show. 1 down, 100 more to go. This is Unchained Perspectives. Don't be muted.